911 operator gets bizarre call from a dog and quickly realizes it's not a mistake. It should go without saying, but it's not easy to be a visually impaired person, especially when you live in a bustling city. Maria Colon, a resident of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, knew that all too well. Maria was legally blind and she lived alone. She couldn't exactly maneuver her way around her home very easily. That made her particularly susceptible to certain types of danger. One evening, Maria suddenly awoke to the smell of smoke. There was a fire in the house. She knew that if she didn't act quickly, she wouldn't make it out alive. She cried out, but how would anyone ever know she needed help? Thankfully, Maria's emergency service dog, Yolanda, was in the house. The Labrador Retriever was always by Maria's side, and she was specially trained to help her owner with all types of situations. But what could the dog do in a fire? The answer was easy. Use the phone. Maria's telephone actually featured oversized numbers so her dog could dial emergency responders herself whenever Maria said, "Danger." Yolanda immediately pressed the numbers 911 in order to alert authorities. Within minutes of receiving the call, the local fire department sent help to Maria's apartment. Firefighters rushed inside and quickly put out the blaze. Maria and Yolanda's lives would have both been in danger if help hadn't arrived in time. In the meantime, Yolanda had helped Maria make it out of the house quickly and safely. Still, they were sent to the hospital for a checkup. Doctors needed to make sure both Maria and her furry rescuer were completely healthy. Maria was taken to Nazareth Hospital, where she was treated for smoke inhalation, which was, luckily, the furthest extent of her injuries. And how did Yolanda fare after she heroically saved her owner's life? Yolanda was brought to Penn Ryan Veterinary Hospital, where she was examined by animal specialists. She too was treated for light smoke inhalation, and she suffered a scratched eye during the escape. The doctors were in awe of what Yolanda had bravely done for her owner. The very next night, an anxious Maria and Yolanda were finally reunited with each other, and both were overtaken with emotion during their initial embrace. Yolanda couldn't stop licking Maria's face. The two were nothing but smiles. Yolanda couldn't stop jumping all over her beloved owner and giving her sloppy kisses. The overwhelming emotion both of them must have felt during their reunion was evident. After the happy reunion, Maria was interviewed by reporters about the frightening incident. It seemed like no one could believe how well-trained and alert Yolanda was during the whole ordeal. Maria explained to reporters that service dogs are trained to respond to one specific word. Once they hear that word, they'll jump into action and do whatever they can to eliminate any danger. It just so happened that Yolanda's special training word was danger. The interviewers could not believe the connection Maria and Yolanda shared. It was almost as if Yolanda knew what Maria was going to say even before she said it. She could predict her next move, and the dog's quick thinking and expert training saved the day. Today, Yolanda is still an affectionate and loving presence in Maria's life. She might sport goofy smiles most of the time, but when she hears her training word, Yolanda's mood instantly changes, and she's committed to her duty as an emergency service dog. So, how did this dog know exactly what to do? Well, this wasn't even the first, nor was it the second, time that Yolanda saved Maria's life. In 2014, the clever canine called police after Maria accidentally tripped and became unconscious in her apartment. And 1 year earlier, Maria woke up to the sound of Yolanda growling next to her bed, and the voices of two unknown men in her living room downstairs. The men had turned on the gas from her stove. Maria later reported that she could smell the deadly substance in her bedroom. By the time Maria called police, they informed her that Yolanda had already been in contact with them, and officers were standing outside her front door. They were even able to make one arrest shortly after. Yolanda had saved the day. Maria appreciated Yolanda so much that the sweet Labrador had her own bedroom, complete with bright pink Dora the Explorer decor. Yolanda's room was right next to Maria's, and when she heard Maria call for help on those fateful evenings, she was able to act right away. Maria and Yolanda had a truly special relationship. All service animals have special bonds with their owners, but Yolanda seemed to have a particularly keen sense of her surroundings. Maria thanked her every day for keeping her safe.